Hey brides, my name is Oz and I am a wedding cinematographer based in Houston, Texas. Today, I really wanted to talk about a really important subject to me. It just hit me this past weekend. I went to a wedding and something really, I guess you can say, unenjoyable happened, and it really makes things very difficult for a cinematographer and for a photographer to really capture your day as beautiful as possible. And honestly, it comes down to a really huge aspect in your wedding day. So today, it's gonna be a really controversial topic, and I hope I don't upset too many people, but honestly, it's what needs to be said. Brides, stop choosing all indoor venues for your wedding. Now, first, I'm gonna attack a more objective reason as to why you should stop booking indoor venues. Your photographer and your videographer will not get as good footage as you've seen from their portfolios in an indoor venue, in an all indoor venue. First of all, let me clarify what I mean by an all indoor venue. So, this wedding that I went to this past weekend, this venue had both an indoor ceremony and an indoor reception hall. Now, let me go ahead and say that an indoor reception is common, and honestly, an indoor reception, it is what it is. As far as cinematography goes, I catch very little things on the indoor reception area, or reception areas in general, because what I'm normally doing is just capturing bouquet toss, garter toss, the common things like that, and some dances, so on and so forth. But I'm not really capturing a whole lot. A majority of the day is held by the getting ready and ceremony aspect of the day. So a majority of what's going to be in your wedding film, at least, and what's going to be in your gallery is your ceremony, your getting ready, and your family photos and your couple portraits. Now, this venue had an outdoor section in which this couple decided for some reason to not use. I think the reason why the couple decided not to use the outdoor section for the ceremony was because of the fact that it was chilly. It's been chilly in Houston for the past couple weeks. But in my opinion, it was not chilly enough to not do an outdoor ceremony. Honestly, the planner could have gotten some shawls for the ladies, done the whole switcheroo and put everybody outside, and it would have looked a lot prettier. Now, honestly, they did have a nice indoor section, but nothing beats natural light. But I digress. So really, the bride and groom had an entirely indoor wedding ceremony, and they had an entirely indoor, fully closed off getting ready portion. So everything was inside. There was no windows even. So in simplest terms, what I mean by a completely indoor venue is even the getting ready portion and the ceremony portion have no natural lighting coming into them. And I totally understand choosing a place that has the opportunity for an indoor ceremony just in case weather gets crazy, like it's way too freezing cold, or it's raining outside, there's a thunderstorm, a whole lot of stuff can happen, right? So it's good to go out and choose a venue that has those options for backup. Ultimately, you're gonna lose a lot from your services when it comes to booking an entirely indoor venue. Your photographer is gonna be using a lot more flash, your videographer is probably gonna be setting up lights a lot more. So I just explained what a all indoor venue is. Now let's go on to my second point, which is footage will look much lower quality if you're deciding to go with an all indoor venue. Yes, there's plenty of good videographers and good cinematographers and great photographers that use plenty of lighting in indoor situations, but I will tell you, as far as the average videographer and photographer on a wedding day, they really are limited when it comes to the amount of lighting they have, and honestly, in reality, the heavy flash look and the heavy lighting look is a very much outdated style, and it really does not look good. It looks a bit tacky. That kind of leads on to my third point, which is not only are you limiting your vendors, you're limiting yourself as a couple. I did this wedding this one time under another company in a large hotel. It was the Westin down in Houston, in the Houston Galleria. It was I wouldn't say beautiful, but I would say it was a ginormous hotel. Now, this hotel is very popular. It's near downtown Houston, and it's a very expensive venue hall. really when it came down to couple portraits, which is, in my opinion, the entire point why photo and video is there at your wedding. We're mostly there for your ceremony and for couple portraits. You can always get family photos separately. You can always get, somebody putting a suit on you, but you can't get back those moments in the ceremony, and you can't get back those moments where you're dressed your best and where you have the most beautiful makeup on your wedding day. So really, you're limiting the amount of memories you can really capture to look beautiful. And going back to the couple that I shot at that huge hotel at the Westin, it was an expensive venue. So that's something to think about too, brides, because just because you spend a whole lot of money on a venue does not mean you're gonna get good memories back from your photographer or your videographer. So you guys thought I was being controversial before, but I'm gonna lay it out right here, and I'm gonna be super straightforward with you guys. And this point right here is my opinion. Indoor venues, all indoor venues, are just downright tacky. They're downright outdated. And this topic really has me passionate because I've shot a lot of weddings where I really wanted to make these couples' days look beautiful and through film. And it really just fell apart because of the decision making from the foundation. And that goes back to my other videos, choosing your vendors over your venue, because you can end up choosing a venue and really good vendors, but not really getting out the most of what you paid for them. You may be spending your money on a venue that looks beautiful on the day of physically, but really you aren't taking into consideration the vendors that you hired to capture that day. And it could really look amazing and just as beautiful at any outdoor venue with an outdoor ceremony section and some lighting in the getting ready area. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. I wanted to make a really quick little video because I was really heated and passionate about this subject. I was really upset to not be able to give this bride and groom, the portraits and the video that they really, really deserve. I did my best, I did what I could, but there's only so much you can do sometimes with what you're given. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Please think about what you guys are doing when it comes to choosing a venue. Us photographers and videographers really, really, really care about your wedding day, and we really do not want you guys to miss out on the beauty that is your guys' love. Thank you guys so much. My name is Oz again, and this has been Wedding Talk.